Hi, Dave here again. Last episode we talked about movables and unmovables. This time I want to move forward to wants and needs in this episode. Right, my point of view is, I know money's not 100% of everything, but when you have none, it becomes 100% of everything in your life. I know what it's like to be broke. Right. And on this episode, I want to touch on the wants and needs. There's two things there. We want things, but do we need them? Right? We see people all the time. And when I was a younger man, I was the guy out there. I needed that Rolex Omega watch. I was the guy that needed that new car because I saw Joe up the road had it, or Bill had one. I wanted that big house. Did I need it? Not really. I got sucked into it the same as most people do when I was younger. As I grew older, not more wiser, I just made a conscious decision not to buy into that system that would just keep me house rich, cash poor, car rich, cash poor. I chose to go the other way, and I chose to have, instead of wanting that big house that I did have, I got rid of it. I got the smaller house that was more manageable, easier for me to keep. Bills were smaller, everything was better for me. You know, I didn't need that flashy car. I wasn't impressing anybody. Actually, I was just doing it for myself. All I drive now, I drive a 2004 old Buick. I'm just as happy in that because I've had those nice cars, and believe me, if I want a Ferrari, I can afford to buy one, but I don't want one. I just see a lump of metal depreciating in front of my eyes. That's all I personally see. So all I really want to do, and obviously, as you know, my passion is for the stock market. I enjoy the fruits it brings me of increased dividends and invest in opportunities of things that make money, not lose money, right? And I feel much more comfortable that way. And you know, as I've told you before, I don't have a mortgage, I don't have car payments, I don't have these things, but it's been a conscious decision not to have them. You know, I still have things like Omega watches and that, which are bought from the past, but would I buy them again at my age now? I wouldn't. I got sucked into the system. I don't want myself, and if this helps you at all, fantastic, but I'm just telling you, I got sucked in and I had to break it, and I actually near enough went broke to step out and say, and open my eyes and say, what am I doing? I want all these things. I want all the best clothes. It's got to be the best brand. I bought those things. And did I need them? No, I didn't. I could have done with a lot less. And now in the future, I have everything, but I don't need that $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 vehicle. Don't need it. Don't need the $1 million home anymore. Had those things, really don't need it. Yeah, and so when I say that things are an illusion, just think of this. A lot of the people you see, they miss 3 or 4 payments on their mortgage. They miss 3 or 4 payments on their loans for their vehicle, their brand new big vehicle and their big houses. Those people will soon find out who owns those houses, who owns those cars, because they'll be getting knocks on the door and they just take them away. You know, and I remember myself buying Jaeger suits, you know, worth thousands of dollars. And I remember myself buying Kurt Geiger shoes from Harrods and things like that. I really don't need them anymore. And do you know what I'm just trying to say is, there is a better option for you. Is if you look at your finances more frugally, look at the movable, unmovable, trim things down so that it gives you a better quality of life, so that each day you go out, you can enjoy your life rather than stressing yourself out, putting yourself under unnecessary pressure to keep up with the Joneses, who really don't care. Nobody cares if you've got the big house, the small house. If that's your friends, if you have to be like that with your friends, then they're not really your friends. If your friends should just be there for you, right? And you should be the main thing. But you know, how many shirts can you wear? How many dresses can you wear? How many pairs of shoes can you wear? You don't need them all. You know, and just condense things to make it more manageable for you, so your life becomes of an equal balance, so you have got some cash and residue left at each month, so that you can invest for the future. Because the reason I'm saying invest is because primarily this is where we're heading. We're going to be talking about investing shortly. In another episode, I'm going to tell you about how to open up your self-investing account. I'll tell you how to do that, and I'm going to help you all the way if you want me to. You know, and if you do like what I'm saying, just subscribe. If you don't, if there's nothing of any interest to you here, don't bother. But if you do, just subscribe and we'll get along fine and we'll move forward, and I will help you. And my son will be coming on board with me shortly, and we will be talking about stocks in general, and we'll be looking at, my son likes to analyze financials and fundamentals. We will be doing that. Personally, like he invests in, we're going to be talking majorly about stocks. He likes doing a lot of option trading, but I personally I look for distressed stock, and distressed stock is all over the place. Every year the media blows it all up and takes it down. We will be talking about these things, but I just want to get you in a better place financially, if I can, with a few words and a few episodes, just to see if this will help you. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, and what I look back on my life, because I am 60 years old, and all I see is a lot of things I've seen and done, they're not real, they're an illusion. When I see that person with that big house, I used to see, God, I wish I could aspire to that. I wish I could get that. I wish I could get that car. I wish I could get that watch. I wish I could get that suit. I gotta look smart like that. I gotta wear those shoes. It's all an illusion. Most of these people are heavily in debt, and most of the countries that we live in the West, it's a system that we all want to be getting up there. We want to feel important. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. It really doesn't matter. It is just an illusion. It all, look around, open your eyes and look around, and you see it's all an illusion. Look at the people that you aspire to be, and look at the debt. Is their life perfect? I really don't think so. I've watched so many people lose their houses, lose this, lose that. One minute Joe's got the big house and he's got the flashy $100,000 car. Next minute something goes snap and he's lost a lot. It's just, there are lots of, but the system says the only people winning here, you feel like a winner for a short term, but when you're sat there and you've got no money, you can't even afford a cup of coffee or a couple of gallons of fuel, the only person winning, or the only companies winning, are the banks and the loan companies. They're just lapping it up, saying, come to me, buy that big house, buy that. You don't need it. You need 5,000 square feet for the two of you. You're a single guy. Buy the big house for one. It'll impress everybody. I don't think so. Anyway, that's all from me today.